I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater gets off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And now the Vikings. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 40. I got one.
You draw Corker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And give him a gain of 37. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. That man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories in the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Cousins on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, exit.
On second down, Cook. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his... Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Here's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. He He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Dancing to his left. And Walker has it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it.
Check. He's coming.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, they were looking to throw it there on 4th and goal. It was end zone or bust. And he tucks it, puts his head down, dives in for the score.
And he certainly had that phrase uppermost in his mind. He expected to throw the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. But when that was taken away, he decided he was not going to dive short. He wasn't going to slide. He was going to get into the end zone and gave his body up in order to accomplish it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
55.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first. Down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Shedding through the defense. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. They give him a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Next to score, Vikings 17.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 13. Check 13.
Two.
Check four.
On second down, it's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, it's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, the hunt! Manny! 54!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The hunt! Manny!
Come, baby. Woo! Showing up.
What's the distance? Hey, no, easy. Hey! High 7!
Check right. Watch 55.
Rhino! Here we go.
Check 6 guys.
Zebra!
Mike.
Hot!
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Check 55. Check 55. Come on. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Hey, Echo!
He's checking Craig.
Cousins now. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Third down and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down.
Smooth.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them. With 2 remaining, we'll be back after this. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, go.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yes.
Mike 54.
Now.
54. Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, they scared.
Shoot.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. You don't want nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. A toss to Cook. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
They're running it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bailey's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flushed out right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Room past the 20. They will find Davis. That's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota.